If you have really stubborn subconscious patterns that are holding you back, keeping you stuck, keeping you sick, then today's video is for you because we are going to learn how to finally, once and for all, break those stubborn subconscious patterns so that we can heal. Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself. And if you are excited about this video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel. And let's get into the video. We all know that we have our conscious awareness and our conscious thoughts. And then there's what's underneath the surface, our subconscious and our unconscious thoughts and feelings. The only thoughts we actually have control of are the ones that we're aware of. These are our conscious thoughts. So when people are breaking their thought patterns, breaking their behavioral patterns, we always start with what we're conscious of. And that's why becoming aware that you are living out a pattern, either behaviorally or emotionally or with your thoughts, that this is a pattern. When we become aware that, hey, this is a pattern and I'm trying to break it, then we can consciously choose to break it. But our conscious thoughts aren't the ones running the show. It is our subconscious thoughts, our unconscious thoughts, the thoughts that are below the surface. The subconscious is always informing the conscious because it's the subconscious's job to keep us safe. And it's the subconscious place where we hold all our deepest beliefs and where we really have created this blueprint of our current identity and our current reality. So when we have an identity, beliefs, and worldviews, these are deeply held convictions and values and beliefs that are always informing our conscious thoughts, emotions, decisions, actions, and behaviors. But what happens when these are working against each other? That's what we're going to talk about today, because when you have stubborn, conscious patterns that are at play and you can't seem to break them, it's because consciously you want to break them, you want something different, but unconsciously your unconscious does not want or accept that change yet. And so we must learn how to inform the subconscious. We must learn how to inform the subconscious that we are ready to make this change. And the key word is ready and change, because we know we have to change something deep inside, whether it's a worldview, an identity, a belief, some sort of a protection mechanism that has been developed and is there because we think we need it. We actually need to inform this part of ourselves that it's okay to believe something new. It's okay to shift a deeply held value or conviction within us, like a deep knowing. It's okay to let go of protection a little bit and actually make that change. But we have to tell the deepest parts of ourselves that we're ready. We're ready. This is in our best interest. And when we can get this part of ourselves, the deep down part of ourselves, to believe it, to believe that this change truly works for us and that it will allow us to open and create and really shift change so that it can now start to inform the conscious mind that it is okay to stop these patterns, right? That it's okay to let go of the hold and to finally break free of these patterns. But until the subconscious, the deep down, the true part of ourself is ready and open to change, we can try continuing to change and break our patterns constantly, over and over and over. But it's not until this part of ourselves accepts it, this part of ourselves allows it, and this part of ourselves believes truly the change we want is in our full, entire best interest. Because the subconscious part of us is looking out for all of us, not just the part that wants the thing. Because why wouldn't we want, to get rich, to be wealthy? Why wouldn't we want to heal ourselves or to break patterns of bad relationships and get into good ones. Like, there would be no reason consciously that we couldn't just attain and choose to heal. Why would anyone want to be sick? Why would anybody want to choose this? So we think consciously, if we make the shift, yes, I'm ready to heal. I want to heal. I'm choosing something different consciously. But if the subconscious, the unconscious part of yourself, thinks that it's actually not in your best interest, because there's a reason why it still needs you to be sick. There's some reason that benefits you, some self-protection mechanism, something that you're gaining, something that works for you, something that protects you. And so while the part of you that really wants to be healed, right, is trying to make a conscious choice, there's really this part in you that says, I hear you, I want that too, but I can't do it yet because I still believe this, or I still really feel this. Or the change that you are going to have to make in your life in order to be healed, the changes that you're going to make after you're healed, the rate of change is still so scary for me. And I have questions as to whether or not this is safe, as to whether or not this is truly okay for you. And you can't force yourself to believe something. You can't force yourself subconscious to make a change consciously that it's not yet ready for. So let's take a little analogy about breaking patterns, breaking conscious patterns. All right, so every morning you get up and you pick out an outfit. You choose to wear certain clothes. Think of these clothes as your identity. So maybe you get into yoga pants and a sweatshirt. You choose comfortable clothes because you know you're going to be home. This makes you feel the most comfortable. And this is the clothes that you choose for the perceived day ahead. Now, if you were, say, a princess living in England and you were invited to a ball, you would choose out a beautiful gown. You would do your hair beautifully. You would pick out the perfect regal dress, the perfect jewels and shoes. You would do your makeup perfectly, and you would be getting ready mentally and emotionally and physically with the clothes that you choose to wear to go to a ball. You would pick out the clothes for the identity of the person going to the ball. Now, if you were an executive going to your most important board meeting, you may pick out a power suit, a tailored suit that fits you perfectly, that makes you look confident and powerful. And you would choose these clothes as a representation of the identity of the person who is heading into the most important board meeting of their career. Now, if it was a beautiful summer day and you wanted to head to the beach, you would pick out a bathing suit, your favorite swimwear, as your identity, as your outfit to head to the beach in. Now, if you were a chronically ill person, the outfit that you might pick out for the day is your pajamas, because you don't intend to be able to get out of your bed. You're chronically ill. You might not care what the outfit looks like. It might be yesterday's pajamas or the day before. You wouldn't put on your makeup. You choose the pajamas you've had on all week, and you choose this outfit as the identity of the sick person. Now, if you are choosing the identity of the healthy person, you might pick out your best gym clothes, your most athletic wear, believing that you're going out for a run today, or going to play tennis, or going to the gym. You would pick out sporty, athletic attire to suit your active lifestyle. You might pick out the right active running shoes and maybe strap on a waist belt for your water. This is the outfit that you would choose for the healthy, athletic, energetic identity. Now, when we pick out these outfits, we change outfits. We maybe The sick person in the morning, the athletic person in the afternoon, going to work in the power suit, and changing into our regal gown for the ball. It is possible that we could wear all of these different outfits in one day, but most of us don't. Most of us don't change clothes and identities so frequently. If we are the princess, we may be picking out a regal gown, but the next day we're picking out regal daywear. We only shift so much. We're still wearing regal clothes. We're still wearing regal jewelry, a beautiful outfit, a beautiful day outfit, a comfortable regal outfit. We may have a range within what we choose to wear, but we're still choosing within that same identity range. Most of us aren't going from somebody in our pajamas for 5 days to the person who's wearing the regal gown all in one day, or the power suit at the board meeting. Most of us aren't stretching our identities and changing our identities that frequently, unless we already know and fully believe that we can transform into each of these identities all throughout the day, that we can be the athletic person and we can also be the regal person. So when our subconscious fully believes that we can be all these different identities and stretch ourselves to fit into those identities and clothes throughout the day, then we can change and play all those roles. The clothes help us play the roles. The outfit helps us assume the identity, but it's never about what's on the outside. It's actually always about what's happening on the inside. Because when we consciously want to make a shift, and so we choose the athletic clothes every day, we choose the gym outfit, the hiking outfit, we may be choosing consciously to put these clothes on, to wear these clothes, and that's sending a strong signal to our body. We're ready to go work out. We are active. We are energetic. We are ready for an active, energetic day. That's what making a shift consciously does for you. So if you're consciously over and over saying, I choose to be healthy, I choose to be the healthy version of myself, and then you're taking actions and behaviors and thoughts, and you're standing in the identity, right? You're putting on the clothes, the gym shoes, the clothes. You're physically, outwardly doing these choices, consciously making these choices. You're doing this so it sends a message to your subconscious saying, we are ready for the most energetic, vibrant day. We're ready. Yet, you don't actually leave the house and go to the gym or go to the tennis court or climb the mountain or take the action until your subconscious says, okay, yes, you've made the change consciously, and I agree, deep down, I agree that you can take on this identity. And then you move into action. Then you actually walk in action. You actually start to climb the mountain or go to the gym or go to the tennis court. This is when conscious and unconscious align. Then you can move forward and take the action that is required for you to not just look like the healthy version of you, to not just choose that you're going to be the healthy version of you, but actually now move, take action as the healthy version of you. You become, you start to be the healthiest version of you. And this comes through aligned action. When your conscious and your unconscious are in alignment, now you can move, right? Now you're not just wearing the clothes, sitting in your house saying, why aren't I active? Why aren't I climbing the mountain? I'm doing this every day. I'm making the choice every day. I'm putting on the identity. I'm putting on the outfit. I'm choosing it. I'm working on this. I'm doing the brain retraining. That's part of it, yes, because it sends a strong message to your inner world that you're ready for this, that you're choosing it. But you don't actually shift until you embody it. The embodiment is the aligned action. So when you make the change and you put on the clothes and you keep doing the brain retraining and you keep choosing it, but you're still sitting in your living room as the sick person and you're like, I'm wearing the clothes, I'm choosing the identity. Why is nothing happening? You haven't gotten permission yet from the subconscious, like, yes, yes, you are. Yes, you are ready for an active day. Yes, you are an athlete. Yes, you are healed. Yes, you are vibrant. When you get that permission, when you get that opening, then you move in alignment with what it is that you say you want, that you've chosen, and now you become it. The becoming is actually opening up your front door, taking those shoes that you're wearing and walking yourself on the hike, or walking yourself to the tennis court and meeting up with a friend and playing the round of tennis, or running out the front door with your water belt and going for a jog down the street. You're choosing to live it, to be it, to become it. You're in alignment with what you're choosing and what you're doing, how you're acting, who you're being. So this is how you change those stubborn beliefs. It's not just continuing over and over to make the choice to sit in your house in the regal ball gown with the jewels and the high heels, but it is actually going to the ball, going out in public in your gown, walking in, holding your head high, feeling regal, feeling like a princess. If you go to the ball in the outfit, but you don't feel regal inside, you don't feel like a princess inside, you still feel like a person who would rather be in their pajamas in their bed, then you're out of alignment, right? Even if you go all the way there in the gown, taking the action at the ball, having the dance, but you still feel like the person in the yoga clothes who would rather just be at home drinking a tea, or the sick person who's in bed who would rather be in their pajamas in bed, conserving their energy. You have to align fully, mind, body, heart, and soul. You have to align with your thoughts. You have to align with your emotions. You have to align with your actions. You have to allow yourself to become, to be, right? This is what it means to be embodied. You embody the change you want to see. You feel the emotions of the person who feels regal, who feels like a princess, who's made the inner shift. This is how you truly feel. This is how you truly stop those stubborn beliefs. You can't just stop them in the conscious. You must stop them in the unconscious. Now, if there's a reason why you can't embody that identity, why you can't embody the person who goes into the meeting, who is confident, the high-powered, successful executive who goes into the meeting with confidence, self-assuredness, if you can't embody that, it's because there's part of you that doesn't believe that's who you are. And so that's where you need to do the work. You need to always do the work at the belief level, changing those beliefs. So not only are we changing our identity and putting on the suit, we're putting on the suit internally with confidence, belief in ourselves, feeling worthy, feeling successful. We're working on changing the feelings so that our subconscious feels safe enough to embody that identity. Because as long as the subconscious says, that's too foreign for me, and I'm afraid if I do this, this will happen, right? Until we're sitting with the fears, with the true emotions, the true fears, the true beliefs that we hold, and asking ourselves why they're there. And then reassuring ourselves that it is better for us to choose a different belief, that it's better for us as a whole to break through that resistance, to move through our fear, to move through our anger, to move through our envy, to move through our jealousy, to move through the hopelessness, to move through the shame, to move through the guilt. We move through these stuck emotions, realizing that it's better for us. But we have to feel them first. We have to sit with them. We have to get curious and ask why. This part of ourself, this inner true part of ourself, isn't aligned with what we consciously want to choose. And then we need to convince our inner self through love, with kindness, with compassion, that it is better for us. And when we actually can truly believe that, it is better for us to embody this identity, even though it's out of our comfort zone, even though it comes with change that we might not be ready for, even though it comes with perceived risk or even danger and loss, maybe of control, of our world, of our safety, right? Of the unknown, even though it is better for us. And when we work at this level, the inner level, when we work at the heart and soul level, and we change our inner identity, our inner belief, that is when we can put on the inner identity of the successful, confident person, or the inner identity of the healthy athlete, the vibrant, healed person. This is when we can take on the regal, beautiful, poised, confident part of ourselves. This is where we try on the new identities, where we embody them. This is where we actually change the outfits, right? So it's important that we don't only choose consciously, we need to convince our unconscious that it's safe for all of us to step into the identity. It's safe for our mind, which is always just running amok, trying to keep us safe in a whirlwind. It's safe for that part of ourselves to let go and step into the identity. It's safe for the emotional part of ourselves who's worried, who's scared, who has fear, and who isn't sure and wants to stay safe and protected and doesn't want to be exposed or feel vulnerable. So we need to embody it on all the levels. That is how we change these stubborn beliefs. First, we have to become aware of them. We have to recognize them. We have to choose something different consciously. And then we have to work with the inner subconscious parts of ourselves. Get them to trust us, to open up to us, to talk to us, to tell us what they need in order to break free, in order to risk again, in order to love again, in order to hope again, in order to feel confident, to feel loved, to feel secure, to feel worthy, to feel hopeful, to feel successful, to feel abundant. And we need to, with kind, loving compassion, meet our own needs, so that we truly believe it is safe for us to step into this new identity. And when we're aligned, mind, body, heart, and soul, then we take aligned action and we step into the becoming. And this is how you change. This is how you actually change. You become, and you don't just become one time. You become day after day after day until you just are the athlete, or are the successful businesswoman, or you are the regal princess. You take the aligned action over and over and over to embody this new identity, mind, body, heart, and soul, and you become. You become the new version of yourself. And this is how you change. This is how you grow. This is how you evolve. And this is how you heal. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me today. If you like this video, then go watch this one. And if you want to learn how to work with me, I have a program. You can find the links in the description below. I'm sending you all my love, and I will see you in the next video.